again, everybody. Bo James here with something brand new for you. Episode 1 of the Best of Southern States Wrestling. You know, through this pandemic and through the shutdowns, we were able to keep up with several weeks of new footage and new stuff to show you. But right now, we have no events to plug. We have nothing on the books as people are still getting back into what they're calling the new normal. We're still waiting for state regulations to open us back up to run events. And you know, we had a great summer planned. We had a great spring also planned. Fairs and festivals in the summer and our big block parties that we do every year. And, you know, all of those have been canceled because of all the health scares and all the stuff going on in the world. But never fear, because we've got 30 years of videos in the vault right there. Well, February will make 30 years, so 29 and a half years, let's say, of stuff in the vault. There's still some stuff that you've never seen, that's never been shown anywhere before, that's been shot in the last couple of years that we're going to throw in these programs. We're going to dig deep into the vault of Southern States Wrestling, take you back 25, 28, 29 years ago to show you stuff as we go along. And today we're going to kick it off by going back 25 years ago, and we're going to go back 19 years ago here in this program today. So we've got a lot of great stuff to show you. Please, if you're watching on your social media, share the link, share the video, let people know that we're still out there. We're still giving you programming for free right here on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook channel, and you can always go over to the Southern States Wrestling Network and check it out. 7-day free trial for new subscribers, then only $4.99 a month right there to subscribe to the Southern States Wrestling Network, and it's well worth it because we put new videos up every few days, not only from Southern States Wrestling, but from Championship Wrestling, Tennessee Championship Wrestling, Nationwide Championship Wrestling, Atlantic Coast Championship Wrestling, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, all right there on the Southern States Wrestling Network. You can check it out. Like I said, new subscribers start your free 7-day trial right now. So let's kick this off and let's get it going. Let's go back a quarter of a century, 25 years ago. Man, I feel old now. Let's go back to May the 5th, 1995, to check out Scott Stirling, who had a tremendous career right here in Southern States Wrestling. Let's see him when he was known as the Young Gun, as he takes on Justin St. John from Fall Branch, Tennessee. Action right here. Let's go to it now.
All right, wrestling fans, bell's gone. Matchup is underway. Southern States Wrestling right here. My name is Joe Wheeler. I'll be calling the action here for you as we've got a great match getting things started. Justin St. John in the purple tights and Scott Stirling in the gold or yellow tights. Scott Stirling's got his man pulled back into the far corner here. And Justin St. John right there showed his power as he dumps Scott Stirling right there. They blocked up collar and elbow. Justin St. John with a single leg takedown. Oh, but Stirling put him into the turnbuckle right there as these guys are getting things going here with Southern States Wrestling fans. We're glad you're tuned in, turned on, and checking out Southern States Wrestling, no matter how you may be joining us, as Scott Stirling with a side headlock position now on Justin St. John. And, of course, Scott Stirling is one half of a tremendous tag team known as the Young Guns with Jeff Lovin. And these guys have made quite an impact here in Southern States Wrestling, to say the least. As you can see why. Scott Stirling, tremendous competitor, controlling the action here against Justin St. John. And, of course, the Young Guns, they are looking for a return match with the Death Riders for those tag team titles. And I tell you what, you know, you got to be double tough to want to fight the Death Riders again. These guys, they're looking for a return match. They want another matchup against the tag team champions. And we'll be seeing the tag team champions, the Death Riders, coming up later on in this program, as they've got a huge tag team matchup against the Christian Brothers. And that'll be coming up later on in this edition of Southern States Wrestling. Scott Stirling right there, perfectly executed drop toe hold, floats over his man, now in control of the arm, as Scott Stirling, wrenching down on that arm of Justin St. John. Stirling now takes his man, Irish whip to the near side. Went for a drop kick. Justin St. John put on the brakes right there and was able to save himself and Scott Stirling crashed to the canvas. St. John with a big clubbing forearm and a second one now, as both these guys working their way up in the rankings here in Southern States Wrestling, as St. John caught his man with a flying elbow right there. This could do it. Referee's in position. There's two, and Scott Stirling was able to get out of there. St. John complaining of a slow count, but it looked pretty right on to me. Justin St. John, tremendous young competitor, is he's got a reverse chin lock position now. Oh, and an elbow right to the top of the head of Scott Stirling. Referee's checking in, make sure it's not a chokehold. When you have a reverse chin lock, it can easily slip into a chokehold and go across that carotid artery. You're in a whole nother realm. And Scott Stirling now, Irish whip across, coming in. Oh, full head of steam, and got caught by an elbow there by Justin St. John. In for a cover now. Referee's in and almost got three. Scott Stirling, tremendous competitor, and got a bright future ahead of him in the world of wrestling. No question about that. He and Jeff Lovin, tremendous tag team, extremely popular wherever they go. Justin St. John with a nice snap move there, coming over as he just snapped the neck and shoulder area of Scott Stirling right there. Stirling now firing in a series of shots, and St. John with a closed fist right there. No doubt about it. These guys are starting to trade some blows. Big scoop into a body slam. St. John now hits the ropes and drove that elbow in. Justin St. John in for a cover here and got a 2 count only on that one, as Scott Stirling now getting a little frustrated, trying to make his way back up. Irish whip across. St. John leveled him with that clothesline. In for a cover, didn't hook a leg, I don't believe, and only got a 2 count on that one. Hard-hitting professional wrestling action being brought to you here by Southern States Wrestling fans, as Scott Stirling with an atomic drop follows it by a bulldog headlock. This could do it. Rolls this man over, hooks the leg, referee's in, and there you have it right there, as Scott Stirling's won this opening contest here in Southern States Wrestling. And what a great match to kick things off with.
There you saw a big win from Scott Stirling, May the 5th, 1995, in my hometown of Fall Branch, Tennessee, against Justin St. John. Scott Stirling had a great career here in SSW. Tennessee champion, television champion, multiple-time tag team champion. Had to hang the boots up a couple of years ago to a knee injury. Scott is doing well. He's doing well in a different business now. I talked to him about a year ago. I need to call and check up on him as I'm thinking about him here today. But Scott had a great career, and he's one of those founding blocks of Southern States Wrestling around from the very beginning, and like I said, had a tremendous career here. Now we're going to take a short break, let you see something about the Southern States Wrestling Network, and when we come back, we're going to take you back 19 years ago to one of the biggest nights in the history of Southern States Wrestling. you saw it, only $4.99 a month. New subscribers start your free trial right now. Southern States Wrestling Network.pivotshare.com. Also want to tell you, I have started a Patreon podcast, patreon.com/King of Kingsport. $2.99 a month. I give you two exclusive podcasts there on the Patreon every month talking about different stuff. We could have one about the birth of SSW. We have one answering questions from the listeners. We have one talking about the last ride of the Tennessee Stud, and the one coming up here just in a week or so will be taking a look at the unknown territories of the past. So check that out also over at patreon.com/King of Kingsport. Now let's go back now to May of 2001. And if there was an event that somebody would say that I want to see one event of Southern States Wrestling, show me one night of an event that SSW put on that would be the crowning moment, the crowning jewel of that promotion. And I would have to say probably it is Mark Curtis Memorial 2001 at the old Kingsport National Guard Armory that's no longer there. It's been tore down. This was the record attendance for that building. At the time, it was the record gate for that building. So the attendance is going to stand forever as the building's no longer there. The gate was broke a few times over the last few years of the Armory as ticket prices increased, but it was a great night. And we're going to take you back and let you see right now one of the matches, highlights of one of the matches from that night. The Nationwide Championship Wrestling title was on the line as Bull Payne with Scotty Ace defend against Todd Morton. We're going to let you take a look at that. When we come back, I'm going to tell you more about the Mark Curtis Memorial 2001.
Go take a look at that match right now. Bull Payne, no doubt about it, has got Morton way outsized and weighed in this contest, but you got to give it to Morton. He's going right in there 100%. And Dave Penzer, I believe you're absolutely right. This should be a great contest as both men jockey in position for position in the early going.
Especially in a no-rules match, and with these two individuals and Scotty Ace on the outside, I'll tell you one thing, I'd hate to be the referee in there.
Obviously, very difficult to control is Bull Payne, and with the high-flying tactics of Southern shooter Todd Morton, who just a few short weeks ago defeated Frank the Tank Parker to become the NCW Mid-American Champion. So obviously a very tough competitor is Todd Morton, but face look, he blocks the kick of Bull Payne. Nice leg whip takedown from Southern shooter Todd Morton, and Bull Payne is in trouble. Nice leg whip. Going for the cover, he's got a 1 and a 2, and Bull Payne kicking out. We were that close to having a new NCW heavyweight champion. Morton again sliding in for the cover. 1, 2, and again, Bull Payne kicking out. That NCW title hanging in the balance here, and Morton's going right after it with, again, a nice cover on Bull Payne. And I tell you, Morton's got a great strategy thus far as he's using his speed and agility to try to outquick and outmaneuver this big man, Bull Payne. But Dave Penzer, I tell you, it doesn't look like it's doing him a whole lot of good at this point as Bull Payne once again taking over.
Well, it's pretty surprising. Bull Payne challenged him to a no-rules match through his manager, Scotty Ace. You would think that Bull Payne would have gone right at him, but he actually gave Todd Morton a few opportunities to gain the offense. But now Bull Payne is playing his game and seems to be doing very well at it.
Bull Payne delivering the backhand chop to the chest of Todd Morton. Todd Morton suffers a rake in the eyes of Bull Payne, back on top once again. We haven't seen any illegal objects from the outside come into play yet, but it is a no-rules match for the Milwaukee Madman, Bull Payne, the NCW heavyweight champion, and Southern shooter Todd Morton.
And I think yet was the key part of that last statement there, Jason, is Scotty Ace. I tell you, I've watched this guy over the past several months, and there's nothing that I wouldn't put past Scotty Ace. That cane that he's walking around with in his hand, it would surprise me if it didn't come into this match before the event is over, as Bull Payne continuing with a series of hard forearms on Todd Morton now. Irish whips his man to the far side, and Morton ducked under his man right there and got that single leg takedown, caught his man, and now Morton just that quickly has turned the tide and has got Bull Payne slingshotting into that top turnbuckle, Dave Penzer.
You know, I don't think this man, Bull Payne, is playing with a full deck, as Todd Morton, a great swinging neck breaker, and he might have this one. The referee goes for the count of only 2. But as I was saying, he calls himself the Milwaukee Madman.
That's correct.
When I asked him in the back where he's from, Scotty Ace said parts unknown. I don't think he knows where he's from.
I think he scares Scotty Ace sometimes, and he really does intimidate a lot of guys in Nationwide Championship Wrestling. And we saw that Southern shooter Todd Morton was taking it right to Bull Payne, and that's something that a lot of wrestlers don't do against this madman, is take it right to him because they are intimidated by him. He is crazy, and Scotty Ace said, hey, this is one of the craziest men I think I've ever known. He's not afraid to use the chair. He's not afraid to cut the corners, if you will, and cheat a little bit to try to get a win. And we may see that a little bit later on here in this match. But again, Bull Payne's still a very good technical wrestler as we see the knee drop right to the throat of Todd Morton.
You know, I think a little background on Bull Payne. I remember Bull Payne, he didn't have this look, more of a clean-cut look. And he used to come out with a valet, I believe, and now no valet and bald head and tattoos, and just shows you what a woman could do to you.
He's turned into a crazy man.
I tell you what, Bull Payne has definitely been controlling Morton thus far, and as soon as I say that, of course, Morton now firing up on him with a couple of kicks and some punches, and rocked this man with a hard chop right there. But Bull Payne, 270 pounds, he's just absorbed all of those blows and coming right back in on Morton, and now they're going to spill out to the floor here, and keep an eye on Scotty Ace. There he goes, right over to work. And he's got that chain, and he's taking advantage of every opportunity he can while the referee's distracted.
Definitely. Here's where the no rules comes into play. Scotty Ace will definitely get his advantage on the outside as he is working over Todd Morton now.
As Bull Payne now stepping out, he's going to go back to work on Morton as they are right out here on the floor just a few feet from our broadcast position, as Bull Payne with a headbutt right there on Morton, and Morton is staggered into the crowd here as this great crowd looking on here in Kingsport, Tennessee, as Bull Payne now has got Morton and drove him face first into a steel chair right there, and the referee needs to try to get this back into the ring if possible, Dave Pinzer.
Well, there's no way to restore order in a no-rules match. The best that he could do is just stand around and hope that maybe the referee's outfit will be a little intimidating, but I don't think anybody's going to intimidate Bull Payne.
And Bull Payne likes it not only in the ring, but the outside as well. That's his second home there on the outside of the ring. He'll take it out there with anybody. Suplex, DDT, chair shots, he'll do it all on the outside of the ring. And we saw just that with a chair shot to the side of the head of Todd Morton. And now Scotty Ace still not done with the Southern shooter.
No
Picks
doubt
him up in what Scotty Ace have in store.
Scotty Ace going in there, throwing his 2 cents in, if you will, as he's just rolled Morton back into the ring right to the mercy of Big Bull Payne.
That may have been a major mistake, but after that pile driver, I don't think even Todd Morton with a heart of gold could get up and steal the win this time.
Devastating maneuver, and Scotty Ace smiles and says, no, no way, not enough. So Bull Payne continues to work over Todd Morton. That may come back to haunt him, and a spike slam from Bull Payne.
Well, I tell you what, just for Morton to be able to continue, like Dave Pinzer just pointed out, that was a very, very devastating pile driver. The likes of which I haven't seen in years myself. And Payne now in for a cover. Very lazy cover, though, and that cost him right there, as he could have had that pinfall, but apparently that arrogant one hand on the chest cover just wasn't enough to hold Morton down, Dave Pinzer.
Not to take away from the great action, but I have a question for you guys. Do you guys hear me, my great ring announcing on the television show, or do you guys talk over me like in WCW they used to do?
Absolutely not. We wouldn't talk over you.
Good deal. You'll never work at WCW then, but thank you. Thanks for the compliment.
That and for various other reasons, probably.
And after what I just said, I may not either.
Bull Payne setting Todd Morton up now on the top rope. We'll see what Bull has in store here for the Southern shooter. Boy, I tell you what, just look at Todd Morton just hanging there over the top rope. And a big, solid right hand from Bull Payne. And Todd, I don't know where he's going to come up with some fight to get back into this match. This one should be over. Superplex coming up here from Bull Payne on Todd Morton. But look, Todd blocks it. He grabs a hold of that top rope. He grabs it one more time.
Both men jockeying for position up there. Very precarious position and very precarious situation they're in here, as Bull Payne now calling for Scotty Ace. But wait a minute, Morton just grabbed the chair. Miscue there on Ace's part, as Morton's got that steel chair now, Jason. And he throws it to Payne.
Oh!
Drop kicks the chair into Payne. We could have a new champion.
That's the downsizer. 2 count. Scotty Ace in the ring. Scotty Ace is in the ring. He breaks it up. That was the downsizer onto a steel chair. Todd Morton had the NCW title won.
Scotty Ace running for his life now, as Morton coming after him, as Bull Payne in the meantime is regaining his feet. And Morton better turn around if Bull Payne's got him from behind now. But Bull is draped over the top rope as Morton was ready for it. Now Todd climbing to the top rope one more time. Bull, here he comes off with a flying elbow drop on Bull Payne. We can have a new NCW heavyweight champion. He's down for the 1, the 2, and no! Bull Payne kicks out somehow, finds enough strength to kick out of that one. And Bull Payne has been busted open. You can see the blood on the top of his head. He is definitely lacerated, Jason. Sorry about that, as he's gone and scooped Morton up right there. But Morton rolls him up here. This could do it also. Oh, but once again, so close, but yet so far away.
And Scotty Ace frustrated on the outside. He knows if his man loses the title, then he loses a lot as well. There's a drop toe hold by Todd Morton. And Todd going to work on the knee now. We've seen this move from Todd Morton several occasions. This little submission maneuver from Todd Morton. And it looks like he's hooking it in now. But look, Scotty Ace once again on the outside breaking it up. Now we see why it was a no-rules match, so Scotty Ace could get involved just in case something like that happened. Todd Morton giving chase on the outside of the ring now to Scotty Ace and not bothering Bull Payne in the ring. Todd Morton climbing up on the ring apron. Bull Payne catches him, delivers the headbutt, and Bull Payne now setting him up. This could be the Payne gain. Yes, it looks like Bull is setting him up for the Payne gain. Down he goes, right on the face of Todd Morton. Bull, 1, 2, 3. That's it.
No doubt about it. Your winner and still NCW heavyweight champion is Bull Payne.
What an outstanding match between these two great competitors. Todd Morton keeps his NCW Mid-American title, but Bull Payne retains the NCW heavyweight title.
There you saw some wild action from Kingsport National Guard Armory in May of 2001 at the Mark Curtis Memorial 2001. What a great night, and as I told you, that's probably the crowning jewel of this promotion. That's probably the night of nights for us, and it was a great night for everybody in attendance. It was not a great night for me and KC Thunder, and I'm going to tell you this. If you've not watched the event, it's in its entirety for the first time now on the Southern States Wrestling Network. You can buy it, you can rent it, or you can watch it with a subscription. Well worth the watch. Let's take a few minutes right here and show you just some highlights from that night, the Mark Curtis Memorial 2001. You saw it. What a great night of action. Not so great for me in KC, but it's a great night to go back and relive. It's a great night to see all these people that came together to pay tribute to a man that we loved, and referee Mark Curtis, who had died a couple years before that from cancer, and friends of his came from all over the country, as you saw there, to wrestle that night, make an appearance, and it was a great night. Check it out on the Southern States Wrestling Network. Now, next week, we're going to take you back 20 years, and we're going to show you some action from the Mark Curtis Memorial 2000. We're also going to take a look at one of the most popular and most celebrated tag teams in the history of Southern States Wrestling. I'm talking about Danny and Bam Bam, the Christian Brothers, right here next Saturday, right here on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. It don't cost you a thing. Keep up with new episodes of SSW and the best of SSW. Also, please share the links when you see them on our Twitter, on our Facebook. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support over these many, many years that we've been doing this for you. Thank you for everything that you've done for us, and let us live our dreams and be a part of the greatest profession in the world, professional wrestling. Until next time, God bless each and every one of you.